Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My dear students, family and friends 5, Unit 11, Lesson 2. Today we are going to learn some new words. Now let's listen and repeat the words.
Listening 84. Listen and repeat.
Time capsule. Banknote. Photo album. Stamp. Diary. Manual. Receipt. Memory stick.
Now let's move to exercise number 2. Write the words. Number 1, you can write about your life in a diary. Yes. Number 2, a dash is a paper of money. What we call the paper of money? Yes, it's banknote. Number 3, you can store information on where we can store information? Yes, on a memory stick. Like the word both stamp words have the same stamp spelling but the different meaning. Both now words first listen to the words and repeat. Both then words have the same of the spelling but the different meaning.
Listen and
now
repeat.
First listen to
Stamp.
the words and repeat. Then we know the meaning of
Float.
the words.
Listen and repeat.
Spring. Stamp. Note. Float. Coach. Spring. Light. Note. Coach.
Now my students,
Light.
open your dictionary in your workbook and let's look up the meaning of these Now my words. Students, open the first word in your workbook, the word stamp, and let's look up the meaning of the small square of paper with the first word that you buy and stick on as a noun. The envelope, it's a small square of paper with a picture that as a verb buy and stick to make a noise. The with envelope your foot on the ground. You send a letter. So this is the difference between the stamp as a verb as a noun. To make a noise, a picture we put in with your foot on the ground. Stamp as a verb. So this is the difference between the word stamp as a noun, foot on the ground. A picture we put the second word envelope and stamp as a verb. It's the noise. Float as a noun. It's a lorry on the ground. With people in the second word and musicians on it. Float. That goes through. Float as a noun. It's a lorry with people in costumes and musicians. And here float as a verb that goes through on streets during the water and not go under the water. And here float as a verb. And now let's move to another word on spring of the water and not go. Here we have two meanings of the word spring. And now let's move to another word, thin piece of metal as a noun that goes around. Here we have two meanings of the word spring. There are springs. The first meaning in many machines. Thin piece of metal. The second meaning that goes around and round. A place where there fresh water comes out many of the grounds. The second meaning, a place where the fresh water comes out as a noun. The ground. Also aberrate, and here float as a verb to stay on top of the water and not go under the water. And now let's move to another words. Spring as a noun. Here we have two meanings of the word spring. The first meaning, the thin piece of metal that goes around and round. There are springs in many machines. The second meaning, a place where fresh water comes out of the ground. Now, the word note as a noun also has two meanings. The first meaning is a message that you write for someone. The second meaning, a piece of paper that is a kind of money. And the word coach as a noun also has two meanings. The first meaning, a person whose job is train athletes. The second meaning, a bus that travels long distance. And the last words, lights as a noun and light as adjective. First, lights as a noun, electric lamps that shows the actors in a theater. The word light as adjective, if something is light, it doesn't weigh much and so it isn't heavy. Now let's move to exercise number 4. Match the homonyms. In this exercise, I should match the homonymous pictures in the left side to the pictures in the right side. Picture number 1, what is this? Yes, it's a stamp. Also, stamp here means a square paper we put in envelope. And here the sound of your food. And now picture number 2, what's this word? It's a float. Also, the word here in picture number D, float on the water. Number 3, what we call this paper? Yes, we call this note. Also here a banknote, so this is picture number C. And a man who trained the athletes we called coach. Also the bus we called a coach. So this is picture A. Now open your workbook. Number 3, a dash with pictures of all the pupils, with pictures of all the pupils in the school. So it's a photo album, Number 4, some dash from the supermarkets and other shops to show how much we pay for food and clothes. Yes, it's a receipts. And some dash to show what our money is like. Some, the paper money, called with pictures of all the pupils in the school. So it's a photo album, Number 4, some dash from the supermarkets and other shops to show how much we pay for food and clothes. Yes, it's a receipts. And some dash to show what our money is like. Some, the paper money, called a banknotes. Number 6, a dash with messages and poems from the class. We put the information and message in a memory stick. And a dash to say how to use it with a computer. What we call the book, which explain how to use the new thing. Yes, we call it a manual. And a dash we have all written in sense January, so people in the future will know about life in our time. Yes, it's a diary. Now let's move to exercise number 2. Match the pairs of words to the pictures. Write noun or verbs. First, we should know the meaning of the words. Now open your dictionary in a workbook and look up the meaning of the words. First, look up the meaning of the word duck. Yes, duck as a noun, it's a bird that lives in water and makes a quick sound. And duck as a verb, to lower your head so that it doesn't hit something. And now look up the meaning of the word sink. Sink as a noun, it's a large pool where you wash dishes or wash your hands. Sink as a verb, if the boat sinks, it goes down under the water. And the past simple of the word sink, sank, the past participle is sunk. Now look up the meaning of the word match. Match, a noun, a small thin piece of wood with a colored end that you use for making a fire. Match as a verb, if two colors or patterns match, like the jacket and trousers, or pattern match, they look good together. So now complete the missing parts and write the words and say this is a noun or verb. Picture number 2. What's this picture? Yes, it's duck as a verb. And picture number 2, what we call this thin piece of wood? Yes, it's match as a noun. And here match is pattern of trousers and jacket. We call match as a verb. Picture number 3. What happened to the boat? Yes, it's sink. This is a verb. And what is this? It's a sink, noun in the kitchen. And now let's move to exercise number 3. Complete the sentences. Circle the correct part of speech. Light, sink, spring, coach, duck, match. Number 1. He was too tall to go through, this word through, the door, so he had to duck. It's a verb. Number 2. Her suitcase was dash, so she could pick it up easily. If you could pick anything easily, so it is light. And light here, this describe a noun, so it's an adjective. Number 3, they all got on the dash to go on the school trip. A big bus, yes, it's a coach, and this word is noun. Jason couldn't make a campfire because he didn't have a what we use to make a fire. Yes, we use match, and this also noun. Number 5. The toy pot is full of water. It's going to. If any pot full of water, it will sink. So the answer is sink, and this is a verb. Number 6. When we were camping, we got water from the spring. And spring here is a noun. Thank you, my dear students, with my best wishes. See you inshallah in the next lesson.